Let's start with what smart city is. I assume that Professor Yaniv will be able to tell us more about what smart city is, but I will try to do my best. It's a city with connected devices and so on, that basically have the right infrastructure, etc. Now, and doing the city planning in accordance and so on. Now, the next trivial question can be what Innoviz got to do with smart city, because Innoviz actually is working with the automotive industry and enabling autonomous driving and so on. So why smart city? So in order to enable autonomous driving, Innoviz created the best LiDAR in the industry. You know what LiDAR is, right? Everyone here? Yes.
We can see it over there.
Yes, so LiDAR stands for light detection and ranging. And you see it's over there, the device itself, and this is the point cloud outcome of the LiDAR. And it's actually being utilized in few smart city scenarios. So Innoviz created, as I said, the best LiDAR in the industry and directed it mainly to autonomous driving. And other industries can benefit from the fact that we have the best product, automotive grade, etc., and the scale of the automotive customers. And with that, we are leveraging these capabilities to other industries. And one of the main interests that we are getting is actually from smart cities implementation. And in smart cities, the LiDAR can serve, I guess you can see, it can serve a lot of use cases. The main advantages that LiDAR has versus other sensors. So LiDAR is actually a 3D sensor. And the main advantages that it has versus other technologies, it's first very robust. It can work in any weather and any lighting conditions, in light, obviously in dark. And third, and the second thing, that it meets all the GDPR requirements, all the privacy-related requirements. So it actually can, giving, as Omer demonstrating here, very precise information without giving any details that you can recognize the person. And with that, a lot of cities actually adopt this technology and install it in many cities for few use cases to monitor the pedestrian that are crossing intersection, to analyze the movement of the people and so on. Monitoring the car, the movement, avoid hazards. I will say about it, Yossi, in a second. Actually support security use cases, urban planning, and all of that can be supported with LiDAR.
Thank you. And our company sits here in this area. It's Ceragon Technologies, and we have the privilege to host Gil Kedar, who is the research head in Ceragon. So my question for you is going to be, how do you define innovation in the context of a city? And if you have some example of innovation, innovate urban initiatives that have impressed you.
Yes. Thank you, Ofer and Rosh Ha'ayin. And of course, Ceragon is really far from here, the next building over there.
And you see the stickers that you prepare for us with the welcome. Yeah.
And we got hearts and some stuff like that. Yeah. So I was in Las Vegas about a month ago on a conference on utilities and private networks, smart cities. And the nice thing was that I saw a lot of use cases. The city actually explained what they need, not the innovation companies, not the technology. It's like the previous presentation. We need to understand the use case, not push the technology, but push the solution. So for some examples, it was very nice to see like LiDAR trials in the US for street monitoring, and fire departments that explain how they handle fire events. They need drones, and they explain how many different kinds of videos and cameras they need, and how they need access and mobiles in the area that has no base station because of the fire. So smart cities can earn a lot from technology. We can get a lot from different solutions, like light traffic management, all various aspects of solutions. We just need to understand what is the use case, how we can define a basic building block, not try to move to a full city, a perfect solution, but try to understand the simple basic building block and continue from there.
Thank you very much, Gil. Professor Eyal Yaniv is heading the Smart City Center in Bar-Ilan University. And my question to you, as the founder of this center, what motivated you to establish this initiative, and what specific goals and objective does the center aim to achieve in the context of Smart City?
Well, the Smart City Center of Bar-Ilan is based on the concept of the triple helix. The triple helix of innovation is the combination of three main stakeholders, three main groups of stakeholders. It's academy, government, and the industry. And the mission of universities is to create new knowledge and distribute it. And this is what we do in universities. But in this specific case, when we adapt the knowledge, the concept of triple helix, we do it together with local government and the industry. Today we have 45 research fellows in the center, coming from all disciplines. They're coming from engineering, data science, geography, psychology, education, management, law, chemistry, physics, etc., etc. We have 33 member cities in our center, Israeli cities, and another 9 from abroad, from Europe and China. And a big, very large group of solution providers, the industry, which use the campus. The campus is a big campus, 540 acres, which is actually a small city. And that's a microcosmos of cities. So the industry used the campus as a living lab and installed their solutions, all kinds of solutions, lighting and watering and mobility, and very soon Innoviz will install their solutions. And together we create this new knowledge, because the triple helix is the understanding that real innovation must be done by combining all these three groups. And I'm very happy with the introduction of Gil, that innovation is the answer, is the solution for real needs. It doesn't stand by itself. Maybe in the first phase of smart cities, which led by technology companies, then technology company came and said, okay, we have sensors. They came to the mayor and said, if you buy 1,000 sensors, you are a smart city. Today we understand this is not the way to really develop the city. We should consider what are the needs of the city and then find solutions. Just a short story. We host a lot of cities coming to us for strategic discussion about smart cities. In one case, a city came with the mayor and the entire city council with executives. It wasn't Rosh Ha'ayin. And then the mayor started with saying exactly what we believe in, that technology is the mean to achieve smart cities, but first you have to understand what are your needs. And it was a very nice introduction. And then he moved the lead to the technical person, and she stand up and said, okay, we installed 600 cameras in the city. Now tell me, what do you want to do with it? So I think that the combination, this integration of these three groups will really lead to real innovation, which is for the benefit for the citizens. For us, the definition of smart cities is using technology or using innovation in order to improve the lives in city, the well-being in city.
It's mainly to cities in Israel or globally?
Globally. We work today with 33 cities in Israel, out of 257 local authorities, and we also have 9 partners from abroad.
Last week you had a visit from Czech Republic.
Right.
Gil, if you can please elaborate on how Ceragon solutions support the seamless and reliable communication networks necessary for various smart city application, IoT devices, sensors, real-time data.
Yes,
so
of
on.
course. I will start with the LiDAR and the examples before. As you understand, the network traffic is actually very various network characteristics. Some of the solutions require Wi-Fi, for example, for residents, or they require IoT or LiDAR. Different requirements define different network solutions. And the network should actually contain and comprise all the solutions. All the network traffic should be able to pass through the transport layer to the network itself, because you have a LiDAR, so you have the image, but now you need to pass it, send it to the core server to analyze it and do something, because as you said, it's not just camera or LiDAR. You need to create something. So that's the concept. Now, Ceragon is specialized in transport networks, in wireless networks. We build and manufacture point-to-point links, high capacity, very reliable point-to-point links, as in the Army, 5 nines, 6 nines, all the nines numbers. So we have different solutions, and we also can support and plan a transport network end-to-end. It means we are not supplying the LiDAR or the access, the end part, but we can design all the network, all the layers in the network from layer 1, the transport that can be wireless, optic, or routers, and above it, the management and all the network lifecycle from planning, deploying, and monitoring.
So you're working with integrators and things like that, like in smart cities, or?
We are doing some of the integration. We are doing it by ourselves.
Okay.
You can meet to coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're. In what specific ways, Tali, can Innovis technology enhance the safety and efficiency of urban transportation system within smart cities?
So I talked earlier about some use cases like urban planning and monitor the cars, monitor pedestrian, etc. Now I want to take it to really specific examples of what we are doing today and a few implementation and use cases that are out there using our LiDAR technology in smart cities implementation. So the first example is a partner that we have called SensaGrade that actually took our solution, implemented in few areas. One is the UCLA, the other one is in Arizona. And what they're doing, they're monitoring intersection to analyze where there is almost heat, meaning cars that almost hit persons. They identify where are the problem, how people move from where to where there is traffic jams and things like that, and in accordance to that, can do a proper planning. This is one example. Other example, we have additional partner, again in the US, Anonymous, that actually using our technology in a university. They want to analyze the traffic around the university, post and pre-opening, how many, and the LiDAR can really identify between bicycles, motors, cars, pedestrian, count people and things like that, that with that they can analyze and draw conclusion. There is other interesting examples that David here is responsible for, which is Japan Post. Japan Post has around how many cars? 110,000 cars, and they're driving any day in the streets of Japan. So why not to equip them with LiDAR? And with this way, they can map, create a 3D mapping. The 3D mapping is good also for Japan Post that can deliver the post in more efficient manner and so on. But other than that, they can sell the data as 3D mapping like Google is doing and others are doing and so on. There are additional tons of the examples, but the ones that I'm most excited about is sitting here in the crowd. I cannot yet say it by name because we didn't announce it, but we have also an Israeli partner that is actually going to install our LiDAR in few cities in Israel, in few intersections, and also analyze the data. And thanks to Yossi Avivi that make it happen. Our ace.
You should bring some to Rosh Ha'ayin, okay? Not just to Modi'in. Okay.
We actually, I'll tell you now, the first time that we brought this company here, our team went to the intersection here, installed the LiDAR on a pole, and do a demonstration on the pole, and it's excellent place to sit in. And it's brought us business as well.
This is the whole idea. We want to enable you to showcase your products. And by the way, I think that during the COVID, we took one of the neighbors that we have, and we enables a lot of autonomous companies, companies to drive on the roads over there. It was in collaboration with Native Eyal. And I think that your cars also drove over there. Yeah. Okay. Now we have a lot of buildings over there. Yeah. Eyal, we talked about the collaboration with local businesses, government entities, community organization, but how does the center actively involve citizens and community stakeholders in the development and implementation of Smart City Initiative, ensuring their needs and perspectives are considered in shaping the future of the city?
Well, I mentioned our definition for smart cities, which is actually making citizens happier or feeling better, and this is the main purpose of smart city domain. So the way to do it is to transfer from triple helix, which is academy, government, and industry, to quadruple helix, and the fourth group is the citizens. And involvement, engagement of citizens in these projects is a very promising thing, because at the end, the beneficiaries of all these activities are the citizens. So the way to do it is to involve them in the process. Many cities, when you ask them, do you make the citizen participating in your activities? Many of them say, yes, we inform them about our activities. So informing is a very, very low level of engaging citizens. It is important to inform, but it is not enough. It doesn't really create engagement in the activity of the city. So there are few levels, and there is a scale of engagement activities. We recognize it as the bottom level is by consulting. You can consult the citizens, asking them by polls, by focus group, etc., and they feel engaged. And you can use their brains in order to make better decisions. But still, in this method, you ask the citizens, and then you make your own decision. The next level is what we sometimes call co-creation. We create the new services or the new locations with collaboration of the citizens. It can be done also in few ways. For example, one very popular way today is participatory budgeting. A portion of the city budget is allocated by the citizens. For example, in Paris, 100 million euros are allocated by citizens. 1/10 of it, 10 million, is done by teenagers. So the citizens are really engaged in real decisions that related to them. Another way is urban hubs or urban accelerators, where citizen entrepreneurs and regular people can create new services for themselves, or really co-creation where there is a process, a very methodological process, where you can create new services, new locations like parks or squares or schools together with the citizens. This the co-creation actually was borrowed from marketing. There are some companies that develop their product with their potential customers. So it is very very good and very promising way to develop services and to develop the city that will really answer the customers or the citizens' needs.
Thank you. Gil, how does Ceragon collaborate with other technology providers, network operators, and municipalities? And please mention the pilot that we are going to run soon to enable the deployment and integration of wireless backhaul solution with comprehensive smart city framework.
As I said before, a solution is not only Ceragon. It can't be only Ceragon, okay? It's not only the network. It has to have other parts like access, like functionality, like monitoring. There are several, the full solution actually includes several different layers. So we need to cooperate, and we also need to cooperate with the academic side, because some of the solution can be from AI, like enhanced monitoring or link prediction that we are developing using algorithms, AI algorithms, because you want to keep the network alive, and for specific traffic or specific targets, you want it to be very reliable, and you want to verify that the link is not overutilized. So we need to predict it. So we need, for managing, monitoring, and other solutions, the academic side. And of course, we need the cities themselves, like the pilot that we are trying to push forward with Rosh Ha'ayin, because the city is the use case. Okay, as I said at the beginning, without the use case, without the actual scenarios, the actual definition, it's not relevant. We can create here backhauls as much as we want. If it doesn't serve any of the city residents and doesn't give any benefit, it's not helpful.
Okay, thank you very much. As we conclude this enlightening panel discussion on innovation in the city for the first time, we should consider another one next year. Let us carry forward the invaluable insight shared by our esteemed speaker by embracing technology, fostering collaboration, and prioritizing the well-being of our citizens. We can create a city that not only thrives in innovation, but also enrich the lives of each and every member of our community. Together, let us pave the way for a smarter, more sustainable, and inclusive future for our beloved city. I want to extend my sincere thanks to Innoviz for hosting this event. A special appreciation goes to Efrat and her team. I don't want to miss any name.
So many.
Yeah. And to our dedicated City Hall team, and to Ariela and to Abigail especially, for their hard work and support in bringing this gathering to life. Thank you very much, and Chag Shavuot Sameach.